Good morning, everybody. So today we are going to be going through the best challenging total plank workouts. I hope you are excited for this workout. Basically, what we are going to be doing is focusing on that stabilization, but still working those core muscles, those arm muscles, and even those glute muscles in those various planking positions. Before we begin, also just a reminder that you need to make sure that you're maintaining that good posture, maintaining that good pelvic positioning, and maintaining that good core activation. And just some modifications for those of you that might struggle in those various plank positions. If you do get tired, you can just tuck those knees in when you're in these front positions, and when you're on the side positions as well. Again, you're just tucking the knees in, and then we can do the various movements in those different kinds of positions. We're going to start with a warm-up. So let's get into the center of our mats. We're going to get into some flexibility and mobility just to make sure that we are nice and warm to do some good plank movements. Let's draw the shoulders down, that back, lengthening that spine, neck in neutral, and we're slowly going to round and push that spine up towards the ceiling, and just allow the body to stretch and rotate that pelvis and opening that chest to look in front of you. And we're going to do 4 of these. Inhale, exhale, push that spine up towards the ceiling, and inhale and exhale, open that chest, and inhale and exhale, push that spine up. And we've got one more after this. Open that chest, draw those gaps down the back. And last one, pushing that spine up. And slowly opening that chest. From here, we are going to lift right arm and left leg into Superman hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and extending left arm and right leg, core tight, making sure that you're aligning those legs, aligning those hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. We're going to lift our right foot next to our right hand, and we're going to open that right arm open towards the ceiling, leaning into that front knee. And we're going to do 3 of these, leaning back as we drop that arm and open, allowing that stretch down that back and into that groin. And let's do one more before we change over. And last one, and opening. And slowly back over, lifting left leg to left hand and opening that chest, leaning into that front knee. That's 1. Allow that body to stretch. Breathing as we're going. That's 2. And exhale, open. Inhale back. And last one, allow that stretch. And slowly back, coming back into that all fours position. Remember that posture. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, hovering those knees off the ground for 10, sucking belly to spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lifting up that pelvis towards the ceiling, rotating that tailbone, pushing those knees towards the wall behind you, heels into the ground, and hold. And we're just going to inhale, and on that exhale, just walking out those calves as we're breathing. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and leaning back, pushing those heels into the ground, leaning your head through those arms, allowing those arms and those shoulders just to stretch out while you get that hamstring and calf stretch. And slowly back down and hovering for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, leaning into rest position, pushing those shoulders into the ground. I hope you're feeling warm. I hope you're feeling ready. We are going to get straight into it. Remember, as I said, if you're not comfortable with pulling your knees up in that extended plank hold position, you can just keep those knees in. we're going to get onto those all fours. And we are going to inhale. And on that exhale, bring right leg out. And inhale. And exhale, bring left leg out. And we're going to hold for 10 seconds. Just make sure that your shoulders are open and your wrists are comfortably under your shoulders. We've got about 5 seconds left. 4, sucking belly to spine, squeezing glutes. We're going to inhale. And on that exhale, lift right arm to touch chest. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Making sure that when you're transferring from side to side, last one, that you're not leaning that body too much. And inhale, exhale, knee tuck, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. From here, we're going to go straight into push-ups. Inhale, exhale, push-up. And 1 and 2. Keeping those elbows in. 3 and 4. Keeping glutes tight. 5. Keeping core tight. 6, 7 and 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Leaning those knees in and leaning into rest position. Well done. Let's get back into it. We are going to get into a plank position with our elbows on the floor. So just make sure you maintain that good posture and you have everything aligned. From here, we're going to lift ourselves into an extended plank position. Inhale, exhale, right arm to right elbow position, left arm to left elbow position. That's 1. We're going to be leading with our right hands first. That's 2 and 3 and 4. Last one before we turn over. And 5. Now we're going to lead with our left. And 1 and 2. Core tight. And 3 and 4. And last one. And 5. We're going to get back up into that extended plank. Inhale. Exhale, lift right leg off the floor. And we're slowly going to toe tap for 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And down and lifting left leg. And 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dropping those knees and leaning into that rest position. Hope you all are doing okay. You should be feeling a nice activation into those arms and into that core. Let's turn over onto our sides. We're going to go back to that set that we've just done, but let's give ourselves a little bit of a break in those movements, and we are going to turn over onto our right hand sides. We're going to start with a few knee inside planks before we progress to those complete knee out side planks. Let's have that elbow on the floor. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lifting hips off the ground, core nice and tight, belly to spine, placing that other hand behind your head, extending your upper leg. You're going to inhale, and on that exhale, you're going to toe tap up and down. That's 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. From here, you're tucking your knee towards your chest. And 1, and 2 and 3, keeping that stability, 4, 5 and 6. From here, keeping that leg extended and straight, lowering those hips, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and we're going to hold for 10 seconds after this. 10, 9, keeping core tight, hips forward, lifting that knee for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down. Well done. We are slowly going to lift and extend that lower arm. From here, shoulders, hips, and knees all aligned. You're going to lift your hips off the ground, and you're going to place that other hand comfortably behind your head, and you're going to lift that other upper leg, and you're going to do the same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and knee tucks, and 1 and 2. Keep going. 3, 4, 5 and 6, and extend and slowly coming down. We're going to turn over onto our other side to do that same sequence. Keep going, everybody. We're going to start with that elbow on the floor. We're going to lift that hip off the ground into that side plank, placing other hand comfortably behind head, extending. Inhale, exhale, toe tap, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Keep going. And 6 and knee tucks. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Extending that leg, keeping that knee where it is, lowering those hips. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending down and resting before we extend that arm up to do the same thing with our knees extended. Just remember, if you are feeling tired or like you're not managing, you can stay with your elbow on the floor and your knees tucked in. And if you can and you're up for the challenge, let's lift ourselves up. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lift ourselves off the ground. We're going to place our other hand comfortably behind our head. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lift and lower that upper leg. And that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 into those knee tucks. And 1 and 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 5 and 6, and slowly dropping yourself down, turning onto your back to stretch out those glutes. Right ankle on left knee, hugging knee to chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and changing over for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to get up and turn over to do that sequence again, lying in our extended plank position. So let's get onto our all fours. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lift right leg into an extended position. Inhale, and on that exhale, lift left leg into that extended position. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale and exhale, chest touch, and 1. Remember not to slant that body. You want to stabilize. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, drawing belly to spine, 9 and 10, and ready for those knee tucks. Inhale, and on that exhale, right knee tuck, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Ready for our 10 push-ups. 9 and 10. And inhale, exhale, push-up. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep going. And 5 and 6. 4 more. 7, 8 and 9 and 10. And dropping those knees in and leaning into rest position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get back into that lower plank. We're going to go into our extended plank and alternating between that. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, placing your right hand by your right elbow and down. We're doing 5 on each side, making sure you're not rocking too much, working those lower abdominals while you're going. We've got 2 more on the right before we turn onto that left, making sure you're using your scaps and your arms and not those shoulders. And onto that left. And 1 and down. And 2 and 3, 2 more, 4, last one, 5, and back up into that extended plank. Inhale, exhale, lift right leg off the ground. Inhale, exhale, toe tap, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dropping that leg down, lifting the other one, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dropping those knees down and leaning into rest position. We're slowly going to turn over onto our backs to stretch out our bodies. Let's lower ourselves into a lying position. We're going to bring our arms into a T position, placing feet slightly larger than shoulder width apart. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, drop both knees towards the left hand side. And slowly lifting back up and rolling over to the other side. And 1 more on each side. And from here, we're slowly going to turn over to lie down on our sides. A 1 to 90-degree angle in your hips and knees, arms in front of you. And you're just going to roll your chest and shoulder to the other side, following your hand with your eyes, allowing you to stretch down that neck and side of your body, and you're just going to hold. And from here, I want you to extend that left arm overhead and also just hold. And back, extending to come over. Let's do that same thing on the other side. So lying on your side, hips and knees in a 90-degree angle, hands on one another. We're slowly going to reach over, opening that chest, looking in the opposite direction and just holding, drawing that shoulder into the ground. And now we're going to extend arm overhead and hold. Keep going, allowing that stretch. I want you to push that hip forward and slowly back and extending that arm to come back over and slowly turning into a supine position. Thank you for completing that workout with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm feeling quite activated into my arms and in my core. And if you liked that video, hit that like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Looking forward to helping you in the next video.